Hello everyone and welcome. Today I wanted to show my attempt of floor 12-2 second half using the two Archons, Venti and Zhongli. So as you can see, my Venti is pretty much garbage. I have no constellations, my talents are barely leveled up. My Zhongli is a lot more invested with 10 and 10. He is built for damage. During this run I did have the wrong circlet on, which I find kind of funny looking back on it, so my crit ratio is absolutely atrocious. I do have a Staff of Homa, which does help. I would recommend that if you try something along these lines, then you would use more of an HP set. He's not really needed for his damage, as Venti does almost all the work here with his swirls. So for starters, I just swirl them together, lock them together, and then you want to apply as many auto attacks as you can, or normal attacks, for the Leyline Disorder. And then it's a matter of just going back and forth with Venti and Zhongli, trying to build as much energy as you can, and consistently throwing in normal attacks as well as bursts in order to fill the gauge and slowly whittle them down. The reason that you want to throw out as many normal attacks as possible is simply so that you can apply the Leyline Disorder and cause them to take these random 78,000 ticks that you'll see occasionally. You want to consistently be using Venti's skills in order to keep swirling. You want to shoot to swirl some sort of element, mostly the Pyro or Electro. Now you're not going to really have much of a choice, but fortunately because of anemo priority, you're going to mostly swirl the Pyro, which is the one that you want to do in order to really shred through the Electro Shield and even the Hydro Shield. Whenever the Pyro Lecter summons his little totem that you must destroy, I would recommend just ignoring it and putting the Lecters in between so that you don't get auto-targeted by Venti. It will kind of throw off your rotation. And then lastly, you want to do your best to have the Hydro Lecter chase you around through the other two Lecters so that the AoE swirl can shred his shield for you. And finally, from there, just whittle down the Pyro Lecter, throwing out a couple Venti swirls to pop the rest of his shield, and you should be in the go. Now, for this demonstration, I used two 5-star Archons, Venti and Zhongli. You may not have both of them, but I'm sure one or maybe even both can be replaced with something like a Sucrose Noel. Zhongli is mostly just used for his shield, although his Meteor CC does come in handy, and Noel has a pretty decent shield, although it has some downtime that you may have to play with. And then Sucrose would do a great job swirling consistently with her burst and her skill, as well as her normal attacks, so she may do just fine instead of Venti, but I just chose these two to keep the Archons together and just kind of show how powerful they are as a duo. Once again, I appreciate you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.